Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. It is Tuesday, April the 7th. Glad to have you here with us as we take a look at Houston Community College news and information to keep you up to date while we're all living in this new world and working remotely. We've got a couple of guests this afternoon. Jana Vise is the program coordinator of Student Life at Coleman College. Welcome to the show, Jana.
Hi, hello. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. We're going to be with you in a moment, but first I want to introduce James Mable, the Director of Career and Job Placement Services. He works with us at the Houston Community College district offices. James, I know you're a busy guy all the time. How's it going for you? I think we've got your microphone on mute, James. You can just unmute your microphone there. We'll start at the top. There we go. We can hear you now.
Okay, go right ahead.
How are you doing this afternoon, James?
Everything is going well. Obviously, we're focused on student success, and so I am a little busy getting that going.
Now, I know it looks like they're saying as many as, 6.6 Americans filed for unemployment just recently. And I know a lot of our students work part-time jobs or full-time jobs and attend classes, and a lot of those students may have lost their job over the past month or so. How can your office help them finding jobs, not just after college, but let's look at intermediate, where we are right now?
So the great thing right now, Todd, is that Houston employers are still hiring. We have a database called CareerHub where companies are posting those job opportunities. And the great thing about CareerHub is we can actually notify students whenever these jobs are posted. And these jobs are still in a variety of industries, including oil and gas, healthcare, and others. So we direct students to CareerHub, and that's where we have employers post these job opportunities.
Have you noticed an increase of students reaching out to your office over the past few weeks because of being laid off and because of the job market?
Yes, because we understand that a lot of students are actually in co-ops and internships at this moment, and some of them may have been laid off. And so they're reaching out to us to find possibly other co-op or internship sites. And like I said, the great thing is that companies are still hiring, not as much as before. And we are directing those companies to CareerHub, and we, of course, direct those students to their CareerHub accounts.
So it sounds like there are still jobs out there. There are still companies that are going to need our services. And here's just the question I'm wondering, is it possible to get, we're in an online virtual world. Is it possible to apply for a job right now and get hired without meeting with that employer face-to-face?
Yes, actually, there are companies that are asking us about digital information sessions, companies that are having more digital hiring processes at this moment, using like WebEx and other types of conferencing tools. So it is completely conceivable that a student may not meet with that employer face-to-face and be hired by that employer.
So they could literally do their interview over the phone through WebEx and then start working as soon as possible, from what you're saying.
Yes, I know of one employer, NASA, for example, that they consider any type of web interview a face-to-face interview. So for example, if they're using Skype, they consider that a face-to-face interview, and they hire the candidate on and bring them, obviously, to Houston for employment. So it is conceivable that a student may have a virtual hiring process before literally coming onto the company site.
There's been a lot of speculation that the job market could get ramped up fairly quickly. You hear that from one side, but I'm hearing also arguments saying we could be in this for a year or two. What is your own personal feeling about this? Do you think our students are going to have a harder time finding a job once they graduate, or is this are there still a lot of opportunities that'll still be available?
I think it's very, very important to be realistic with our students and of course, our May graduates that the job market has turned down. And the United States economy is the largest economy in the world. If you will, it's a beast. And it slowed down fairly quickly. And unfortunately, it will take some time to ramp back up. But I believe that there are still many industries, especially for example, the hotel and restaurant management industry will start to hire people back later this year.
And that's one of the industries that's been hit the hardest, especially in the Houston area. We were proudly the foodie capital of America for a while, you know, self-proclaimed foodie capital, because we have some great restaurants here in Houston. But a lot of these small restaurants, and I imagine some of those jobs, some of those restaurants may not make it through this struggle. And if a student worked for them or anybody worked for them, they're going to have to look for new opportunities out there, correct?
Yes, and that is the unfortunate side effect of this downturn, is that some companies may not be able to bounce back so quickly. But I am confident that as soon as the social distancing guidelines start to be adjusted later this year, that the economy will get back and start roaring back to life. And to be realistic, maybe either in the fall semester or in the spring of 2021, we'll see a lot of job growth.
You had, I know your department is great with sending us some wonderful interns, and we have a number of them working for us this semester as well. And there's been some questions of the interns, and I know you guys have sent out some communications about that. Can you go over how it's working if you're an intern working through your office for HCC, how that works right now?
So right now, campus interns are considered HCC employees. And so they are still able to work, obviously, on a part-time basis through their department. So the great thing is those students can still continue to pursue their internship in their respective department and finish in May.
Well, you know, I got to say the interns we have here at HCCTV, you know, and all of the students we have working for us, they haven't missed a beat. You know, we went on spring break. When we returned, these guys were turning in stories. They started shooting with their cell phones. They became very resourceful with the small amount of equipment and elements they have to still complete work. And, you know, a lot of them are putting out pieces in our social media right now, stories that are getting a lot of views. So I've got to say, the interns you sent this time around, they've really got it down, and they've learned how to work in this new environment. And I guess being a worker who's out of work, you've really got to learn how to adapt to this new environment.
Yes, I think it's important for our students, those who are in jobs who maybe have been laid off, to stay calm, to utilize the resources that are available, such as career and job placement services. And I believe that for them, that things will turn around very, very quickly. But I think right now, I think this is an opportunity for students to get prepared, to talk to career services about their resumes, start setting up their LinkedIn accounts, all the career development that we promote. This is a great opportunity for students to take advantage of those resources specifically.
If someone wants to take advantage of your resources, they're an HCC student, and they're like, well, now I need to really do this. What are the first steps they need to take? You mentioned CareerHub, but do they need to come to you first, and do they need to reach out to your office? How does that work?
The first step a student can take as far as their career development is to go to MyEagle. Every student uses that on a daily basis. And when they go to MyEagle on the HCC website, they can click the CareerHub icon and log into their account automatically. They don't need to meet with us immediately. They can actually schedule appointments using their CareerHub accounts with career services. But while they're in there, they can download the CareerHub app, which means then they can apply for jobs and internships that are posted. They can schedule appointments. They can register for virtual events. So I'd suggest that the first step a student takes is to log into their CareerHub account. Every single currently enrolled student has a CareerHub account already set up for them.
So the key here, students, if you're watching right now and maybe you were unfortunately laid off, we do feel for you, but we have services for you. And it sounds like for our students, your office is still like the rest of us, still functioning and working remotely and ready to serve.
Yes, student success has always been our mission, but more than ever right now, we want to ensure that students are prepared for the economy coming back to life very, very soon.
James, Mable, we do appreciate you being here with us this afternoon and telling us what you have to offer for our students. And these are trying times. I guess we're all learning as we go along. And praying for the best as we get through these troubling waters. Because as you mentioned earlier, it looks like it could be a little while before the economy and the job market's going to rebound.
Yes, sir. And that's why it's important that students know that we are available right now. I mentioned CareerHub, but they can also call us. Our contact information is on our website at hccs.edu/career planning. We want to be there for students no matter what their situation is. We are engaging employers on a regular basis about posting any type of jobs that they have in order for students to be able to move forward with their career goals and obviously their academic plans.
Thanks for bringing our students up to date. And once again, that website address, hccs.edu/career planning. Get started today, students, if you're looking for work, and James and his team are working online and ready to serve you. Thanks for being here this afternoon, James.
Thanks so much for having me, Todd. Have a great day.
You too, absolutely. We're going to be joined now by Jana Vise, and Jana is the program coordinator out at Student Life, and you're out at Coleman College, is that correct?
Yes, I'm out at Coleman College. It took me a while to get the pop-up to turn the mic on. Sorry about that. Yes, I'm the program coordinator over at Coleman College. I work with students, SGA, student organizations, and event planning.
So right now, we've had a lot of students from Coleman asking questions about things going on, and we've reached out to Dr. Nicotera's office and administration. They've been answering those. But how do you keep the students connected right now? Because I know at Student Life, you guys try to keep them connected with a lot of activities and kind of the fun things you can do with the whole college experience, but important things as well. In this virtual world we're living in, what are you guys doing now to keep connected with your students?
Well, one of the things we're doing as a university as a whole is the care calls. The university is calling students, all the students that we can, and checking in on them and finding out if they're doing okay mentally, and then directing them to services that we offer, making sure if they need Canvas, IT, advisors, counseling, and checking in on them.
So as you're checking in, what are if you could say, the top concern that students may have, or the first top 2 or 3 questions or concerns that they may have that they need to address?
Really depending on the student, but a lot of it's IT and connecting with their faculty and being prepared for class and how they're doing on class with the change to online learning. But the faculty have been absolutely wonderful in working with students who don't have laptops and stuff like that to get their work turned in a different way. Of course, a lot of them in our college is clinicals. They can't do their clinicals right now, and I think Dr. Nicotera commented on that earlier today.
That's right. Yeah, they're working with the students to make sure that those are taken care of and work. Sometimes it's a case-by-case basis, and it sounds like with these care calls, you're able to work with them on a case-by-case basis to address just their needs.
Yes, we are. If they're needing advising, or they're wanting to know about graduation or IT or financial aid, career center, we can direct them where to go to look for that, give them information, websites, links, phone numbers to get that information to them. And they've been very receptive of this. The students have just...
I know you guys are all... I notice y'all are also doing something that looks a bit fun. Program events like virtual country line dancing. What is that all about?
Yes, we are using the Houston Community College District Facebook and Instagram pages to connect with students. So that's on Thursday at noon, and we will post a link that students can click on Facebook, the Houston Community College District Facebook at noon, and they can click on that, and then an instructor will come online, much like us, and teach you how to country line dance. different programs all week. Today, of course, has been Spirit Day. We've been asking people to wear their shirts, take a picture, post on Instagram with different hashtags. The main hashtag is We Are HCCS, and then the other one today is HCC Spirit. Tomorrow, we're doing HCC Pet Love. Take a picture of you and your pet and post on Facebook and everything. And with all of these posts and everything we're doing, we are selecting winners who has the most likes and everything, and then giving out e-gift cards.
I imagine, especially when you're dealing with pets, it seems like everybody loves pets. You know, that's always a great subject for folks to touch in on. But from at least what I was seeing, because I know the Student Life yesterday had a live stream broadcast at noon. And I was looking at the views, and you guys got a lot of folks interested in that, and a lot of comments, very interactive with your audience out there. So I imagine these are things that the students enjoy interacting with, especially with Pet Love, and you got an online bingo session and things like that.
Yes, the students, many of them are sitting in their apartments by themselves or with their pet, and need that interaction and that connection. And so being able to do this, they can chat with each other, they can reconnect and feel like they're not alone. And you know, in pet therapy, we'll be posting about how pet therapy works and how to adopt and volunteer and all that good stuff. So
well, when you figure out how pet therapy works, I got a couple of pets here that could use a little bit of therapy. One of them, I think, needs to talk with a therapist for a while, but we can, make sure you keep me up to date on that.
Sure will. We sure will.
Other things you guys have going on, Earth Week and Diversity Week, when are those coming?
Yes, we have Financial Awareness Week next week. We'll have some great speakers and financial scavenger hunts going on. And then we'll have, the week after that, we will have Earth Week. And then the week after that is Diversity Awareness Week. And so each week on Monday, we go live at noon to tell you about all the upcoming events on the HCC district page. Facebook page.
I know. I was, like I said, watched that yesterday. So we'll be definitely giving you guys a plug on Monday when we do our show. Because in return, we'll watch your show, but you got to watch up to the minute at 10 a.m. on Monday mornings. You know, but we'll definitely give you guys a plug on that. Is it challenging? Because I know you guys had a lot of events scheduled for this semester, and now everything's in limbo, and it seems like we're not going to get back in the buildings for a while. But I guess you want to still keep those events ongoing as much as possible online, just to keep folks engaged, correct?
Yeah, so we had to cancel the events that were happening on campus and move everything to online. And what's been great is there's such a great community of people that we were able to talk with each other. All the different coordinators are meeting almost daily from each of the campuses, and we're working together and talking to other campuses and stuff to see how they're doing things. And the artists have been great because everybody's been able to move online with this and come up with new and different innovative programs that the students are really excited about.
Well, Jana, we appreciate you being here on the show today and telling us about this. Now, once again, the pages they can go to watch your live stream is on the HCC District Facebook page, but you guys got your own social media accounts for Coleman as well, correct?
We do. We'll post flyers. As soon as we can get those out, we'll be posting flyers, but they can also go to the Student Life webpage for the university, and it will have the different events going on. If you click on your college campus under what's happening now, there's a little box that says what's happening now under each Student Life campus, and it'll list all the events, and it will also have the links for all the events to go online.
There you go, folks. So you can go to the HCC website and hccs.edu, search Student Life, go to their page, and you can be directed to their social media accounts. Keep up with our social media while you're out there, students. We'd love to keep in touch with you. That's the reason why we do these live streams, and Jana and Carl Mays and their team across the district with Student Life are really doing a hard job, a good job at getting things online for y'all and trying to keep everyone engaged, because you need to have that face-to-face contact, even if, like you said, even if the students are at home by themselves in their apartment with their pet.
Definitely. Yeah, check
Jana,
us out. We're doing a lot. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Jana Vise, the program coordinator for Student Life at Coleman College. And thank you for joining us on Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Make sure you check out all of our social media, the Houston Community College District page where you're watching this, but also look for us on Twitter at We Are HCCS, and you can hashtag us at We Are HCC. We're Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. We will see you tomorrow morning.